Hello, Mrs. Chung. Daniel, how you doing, buddy? Bill here. I just put together a nice little PowerPoint presentation to kind of go over what we're talking about and thinking about, and so it's clear here and visual, which I'm a firm believer in. Quick background on me, Mrs. Chung. I've been in Costa Rica for the last 5 years running tourism business in Jaco Beach, which is on the Central Pacific of Costa Rica. Today we're going to be talking about northern Costa Rica, up in the more beautiful Guanacaste area. So we have a tourism business now, but my girlfriend and I have this property up here in San Juanillo, and that is really our final destination and where we want to head up to. So that's the purpose of this slideshow. Is potentially, which we're very excited about, working with you guys on developing a surf camp / surf lodge up near San Juanillo in the Guanacaste area. It's an incredible area. This is actually San Juanillo right here, this picture. It's stunning. It's just a little sleepy town and white sand beaches, crystal clear water. And then it's surrounded by some of the best surf on the coast. That picture to the left right there is Playa Negra. And Playa Negra is just a world-class, beautiful right-hand tube, big wave. And all these places are all just a short distance away on beautiful dirt roads in Costa Rica. So Costa Rica, I moved down here from California. I grew up in Thousand Oaks and Ventura, and then San Diego, and then came down to Costa Rica. But for me, it's a quality of life. It's very beautiful, peaceful. There's lots of business opportunity down here, I believe, because there's open markets on the internet. And the Costa Rican people don't have the internet marketing knowledge and awareness as of now because the information just didn't really come down here. So, if you come down here with a little bit different levels of information, like good internet marketing information, that like basically what I did, I studied a lot of good tactics and applied them down here in Costa Rica, and they work really well, which generates us a lot of traffic and business to our website, which turns into dollars. So basically, the bigger of the two maps here, the one on the left, the big one, if you go about halfway down, you see the word Pacific Ocean. If you come over to the right and go down just a quarter of an inch, you'll see San Juanillo. That's where we have the properties in San Juanillo. Now, if you look north and south of San Juanillo right there, you'll notice all the little images of the guy on the surfboard. That's because San Juanillo is literally situated between absolute world-class surf, both north and south. And directly south of San Juanillo, we have Playa Ocinal, which is world famous for all the big sea turtles that come to lay all the eggs there. And then directly east, we got some beautiful national forests and all the wild animals. And it's just a really pretty area. This Guanacaste area, again, is northern Pacific Costa Rica. And this is where a lot of money has been coming into the country lately, up to the Guanacaste area, because it's just really pretty, open. It's not populated as Central Pacific Costa Rica is now. It's a lot more just beautiful land and big resorts every once in a while, but just really, really pretty, great surf. So if you look to the little map on the right, you'll see Nasara right about dead middle. And then San Juanillo is right there above Nasara. So if you go north, pretty much where the map ends, you'll be in Nicaragua. And then if you head south, you'll see it ends at a little town called Cabuya. That's where Maryland's from. And this is just the northern tip of Costa Rica, northern peninsula. So pretty much Nasara and San Juanillo are dead central on the Guanacaste coastline, surrounded by world-class surf both ways. It's absolutely amazing. The land is amazing. The people are friendly and nice. Not a lot of development, so it's just really, really tranquil. And this is it. This is literally, a lot of people consider San Juanillo one of the prettiest beaches in all of Costa Rica. It's got this really, really pretty natural peninsula, which you're looking at right there. just white sand and crystal clear water. Um, I lived in La Jolla, California for about 15 years before I moved to Costa Rica. And I love La Jolla and I love California, but this to me is just absolutely stunning. It's pristine, the water is crystal clear, there's tons of fish, huge lobster. The diving is incredible. If you look at the picture on the bottom right here from the aerial view, you'll notice the strip of land that comes out the white sand beach. That's the one that you're looking at in all the other pictures. But if you go up there from that strip of land, the property's directly up and to the right about an inch, right in that valley where the pretty jungle is. So we're right there, right quick, short little drive down to the beach. It'll be nice because we can shoot down some kayaks and other stuff like that the customers will want to use. All the snorkeling gear, spear guns, all the surfboards, all the fun stuff. Ocean activity equipment, we'll call it. But yes, this is San Juanillo. This is where we have the property, and this is where we would like to build a surf lodge retreat with you guys. I think it'd be great fun. It's a great industry down here, and Costa Rica is just a beautiful spot to be at and live and operate business especially. I pretty much consider it the Wild West of business opportunity because so many Americans are wanting to come down here, and Canadians are getting tired of the United States. They just want to come down here and to have a resort like ours will be. Don't really exist down here too much, higher end. Really catered to customer service. Maybe we'll only host one group a week so they get our undivided attention. Get great photography, do social marketing with all the pictures, stuff like that. You can see it's not that developed down here, but people are coming. Tourism's huge in Costa Rica. So good example, look at the picture at the top right, all the surfboards on that Land Rover Defender. Those are great trucks down here. Surfing's huge. Yoga, silent meditation retreats. It's unlimited. This area right here is just booming for surfing and healthful activities, outdoor, enlightening of the mind area. People are coming down here for just really, really cool things. It's very healthy and natural, peaceful, world-class waves, and some of the most beautiful coastline I've ever seen. I've been all up and down California coastline, and I love it. I grew up there. I was actually born in Northern California by Danville, Walnut Creek. So I grew up surfing Half Moon Bay and Santa Cruz. So I've been all up and down the coast of California, but Costa Rica is just stunning. It's stunning. And it's so warm out all the time and tropical. Everybody's just so healthy. The food is amazing, all the fruits and vegetables. Yeah, but yoga's huge. Yoga's huge around here. Lots of money in the area. And the surf is phenomenal basically every day. I've been living in Playa Hermosa for the last 5 years, which is just absolute world-class surfing, huge barrels. The Guanacaste coast here is it's pretty much, the water's clear and the beaches have white sand, as opposed to where I have been living, the beaches are black sand. It's nicer in Guanacaste. It's a little bit richer and more undeveloped, but just really, really pretty coastline. Great waves. These are actually some of the waves right around the area. It's absolutely amazing. There's a town right north of San Juanillo. It's called Marbella. And the two waves on the left are Marbella. It's a huge barrel. Actually, the wave on the bottom right, that huge barrel is Marbella. The two waves above that are Playa Negra, which is about 20 minutes north. Beautiful drive. So for our surf tour company, we have literally some of the best waves in Costa Rica, heading north or south. South we have Guiones, which is world class and it's been getting highly developed lately. Big money people are spending on properties because they're making it look real high end. So it's fun to be part of it and see it happening down here. But the positioning and the timing is now. And the positioning of San Juanillo is just perfect for a surf tour company because we're just surrounded by beautiful crystal clear water and endless waves. Daniel, I don't know if you remember, but from Endless Summer 2, when that came out, they have some real great shots of surf in Guanacaste and Playa Grande and stuff like that in Negra. So great waves every day, warm water. People love it. This is one of our big opportunities down here is Google AdWords. Um, this is how we can get a lot of real targeted traffic right to our websites to convert the highest amount of sales. We can pay Google to send a person who's searching specifically for the term Surf Camp Costa Rica right to our website. And when he lands on our website, he gets a free real cool ebook or something digital that he can download right away, maybe some great photos of surfing or something free. And then we get his email, and then we start the sales process on him and put him into our automated, marketing systems, and really just develop good customer relationships over the phone. We'll be talking to surfers, guys who want to come down and surf and fish. That's pretty much our lifestyle. So that's exactly how we can be congruent with them when we talk to them. So, you can see Costa Rica Surf Vacations, there's 480 people searching a month for that term. Surf Camp, 720 a month. Now you can see those are expensive clicks, which means that those are expensive deals, which they are. These are big money deals in Costa Rica, these surf camps. You can charge people between $1,000 and $3,000 per person for 4 days for a surf camp. And if you own the property like we do, and we're talking about doing here, we get to keep all that money. You get them 3 nice meals a day, which is mostly fruit and rice and beans and great, beautiful food, but it's cheap down here to provide these services to the people. And when we have the facilities and the trucks and we know the good beaches to take them to, it's real easy. It just provides a great business for us and quality of life. Excuse me. You'll see put some other keyword terms in here, like yoga retreat Costa Rica. There's 1,000 people searching a month. And you'll notice the clicks are about $2.97. Now this is a little bit of an educational slide here. It takes a minute to understand what's going on, but this is right off Google AdWords. These are specific terms that people are searching for right now on Google AdWords. So if you were to go to Google and just type any one of these terms in, Google obviously tracks all that. We can then buy those clicks. So this is pay-per-click advertising. Look at Costa Rica yoga retreat, 1,000 a month. Costa Rica vacation, there's almost 50,000 people a month searching for that term. Costa Rica all-inclusive, 9,900. A yoga farm. Daniel, we were talking about farming. Farming's big, I want to incorporate a lot of that organic farming into this, but yoga farm, Costa Rica, people are searching for. All-inclusive is a great one that a lot of companies are not catering to. Most people that are coming to Costa Rica are searching for the all-inclusive option, which makes it really easy for them. That's what we provide in the business that I have right now, and people love it. So this is kind of just a little slide to show you the potential market we're looking at. And this is just one way to get business. This is just Google AdWords. There's obviously thousands of ways that we can generate people that want to come down and stay at our facility after we have it built. But one way just to hit them directly is Google AdWords here. This is a flyer that I got from last time I was in San Diego. It was stuck at actually a Starbucks, I think I grabbed it. This is somebody in the United States, in San Diego, handing out flyers for a surf yoga retreat in Nicaragua. Now, Nicaragua is beautiful also, but usually the prices there are a lot less than Costa Rica. And this is for 4 nights, 3 meals a day, and you get to do yoga twice a day, which is pretty cheap. You can get a yoga instructor. And that's $1,350 for 4 nights per person. That's $337 per person per day. Right now in my business, I charge people about $225 per person per day, all inclusive. And we make pretty good money. So this is just a live good example that, these packages, this isn't a new concept. Tourism is huge in Costa Rica. Surfing, yoga is really big around the Guanacaste area. And people that don't have the internet marketing awareness, even in the United States, that have these businesses are still handing out flyers, which works. Internet's easier to do it, especially when you do a lot of content development, which is pretty much what we do, and the stuff that we'll go over in time here. But it's a big market, big money. We can pay back investments on these properties quickly with these business models. I have one right now that's live, and it's proven. It's been 5 years running, and it's just a really pretty business model. The vacation rental business model is great, and then you throw a niche market on top of that, like surf retreats, surf vacations, and you can make real good money and have a real nice high quality of life. So our plan here is to build a tiki rustic surf lodge with an organic ranch attached. On top of that, a top-notch internet marketing website over the business. So, that's pretty much our main leverage point here, is the internet marketing tactics and awareness that we have and we apply in our businesses and that we'll apply in the surf camp. It would be great to come to Costa Rica and, come down here with a concept of starting a business and buying a piece of property and putting, a little resort, boutique hotel on it. That's cool. A lot of people have done that in Costa Rica. And a lot of times it doesn't work out so well because they don't have a marketing plan attached. And that is where our leverage comes in and where our real value comes in here on top of the tangible land, but is our marketing plan and our website optimization and the content development and the Google AdWords and all those kind of things, the email marketing. That's where the real value of the business comes in, because then you can build a long-term sustainable business. It's all organized and automated. That's the way it works, and that's why we've stayed down here in this country, because there's beautiful niche markets that are open right now and need catering to, and they need good service providers that, like what we're talking about doing here on this property, and you can make a good living on it. So with that said, one of our main advantages down here is that my girlfriend Marilyn's dad is a big construction. Costa Rican construction is very different than the construction that we experience in the United States. And this isn't one of his projects, but this is the kind of stuff that he does down here with teak wood. We have about 3 acres of teak wood standing by for this surf lodge that we're talking about. It needs to be cut and dried, but we have a big piece of land, or Marilyn's dad knows somebody with a big piece of land that has a lot of teak trees on it that will sell them to us at a good price. So we have that lumber right off the bat for the project. But we can get a lot of Costa Rican construction done down here, and it's really pretty rustic style, which is basically what we need for a ranch. So for our surf ranch, it's fun, it's authentic, and so that's a good thing that we have going for us. Also, Marilyn, my girlfriend, my partner on this piece of property, is a full Costa Rican girl. They're called Ticas, T-I-C-A, with a T like Tom, Tica. So she's a Tica, so for them to get stuff that we need done down here makes it a lot easier. She can get better pricing on a lot of things. If we need to get permits on something, her going into the places and getting the permitting done is a lot easier than gringos like you and me trying to get things done in Costa Rica. So that's one of our major benefits down here, is having Marilyn and her dad to really help with the construction on this project. This is a copy of the title to the property, just a photocopy of it. It's right there in the center. It's like diamond shaped. Now what we're thinking about doing here is cutting it up into quarter-acre lots, and that's what we're discussing here, is taking one of those quarter-acre lots and building a beautiful business. The whole foundation and structure of the surf lodge on the quarter-acre lot, and then turn on all the marketing and all the advertising to that property to develop it into the business that we are discussing. Now, this is a property, and this is a great example, right down the street from our property in San Juanillo. It's a little hotel. They call it, boutique hotel. It's got 4 bedrooms. Basically, it's a little surf lodge, pretty much exactly like what we're talking about building here. This just sold about 3 or 4 months ago. Marilyn and I actually went and saw it while we were in San Juanillo. 3 weeks ago, and it's cool. It's kind of a funky little place, and like one of the buildings is nicer. It's concrete, and then they have this tiki lodge outside, um, and it's fun. But it just sold for about $320,000. It's considered a little hotel bed and breakfasts. That's what most people are looking for when they're buying a business in Costa Rica is bed and breakfast, and that's what sells number one. But again, you'll come to find after talking to multitudes of people is that nobody has a marketing plan in place. They just buy these bed and breakfasts for $300,000 to $500,000, and they think that they'll get enough traffic to generate a good income, but they don't. You have to capture the people online before they get to Costa Rica and sell them their tourism package. That's the way to make the money. You cannot rely, obviously, on people coming and finding you when they're down here. So it's the digital awareness is where our power key is here. So this just sold down the street for $320,000. Similar sized piece of land as we're offering up here. This was actually the ad on the internet that we had found before we went and saw it. Small hotel in Costa Rica. It's called, Calm. San Juanillo is known to be very peaceful and calm. Calm San Juanillo Beach. $319,000. The lady who bought it's a lady about, I said she was about 55 years old. And when we were there, she looked a little bit stressed out. She didn't have any customers and didn't even have a website for the property. Said she was thinking about having somebody work on one. But those are the things that are unacceptable in today's world because everybody is on the computer and on their iPhones and all that kind of stuff. And that's where all the searches are done for anything. So again, this is a perfect example of somebody buying a property and not having a marketing plan in place and active and ready to go by the time you get your hands on the property. But hopefully she will figure it out soon or hire somebody that can help her do it. This is our surf lodge we were talking about building on the same size property. 1/4 acre. Now, this is something that, in my past, I've actually had a lot of experience with surfing. Surfed my whole life. I love it. It's where my heart really, truly is. Had 2 big surf camps in California. LaJollaSurfCamp.com and then NewportSurfCamp.com. And those were both very successful. Daniel, I told you I sold one of those for a good amount of money. $250,000 when I was 22, the Newport one, because it was very valuable. Had an exclusive permit for Newport Beach, and it worked out real well. My main camp instructor and his father bought it because he obviously worked for me for the first summer, and they saw the value in it, and they bought that one. So I'm pretty aware about how to structure these. Well, surfing's getting so big, and so many people want to participate in it nowadays. It's not that hard to set up a good surf business. Our key benefit here in Costa Rica is we have such great waves and such little regulation from the government. That's what the problem was getting to be in California. That's where I was going with that story is that, the government is so involved on everything now in California, they just regulate everything, and it just wasn't that fun. And at the one in Newport Beach, I only ran for the first summer before I sold it, and I realized right off the bat it was going to be too much working with the city, too many policies and procedures. Down here, we can just build a beautiful surf lodge and just turn it on heavy, turn on the marketing online and get tons of business. And there's nobody to track what we're doing. It's all online. It's over the telephone. We take a small deposit, and then the people pay the remaining balance in cash when we pick them up at the airport. It's a really nice business model. And it's something I will look forward to sharing with you guys because it does provide for a very happy and positive lifestyle. And, you can live organically down here, very, very, very healthy. Everybody down here is very healthy. The slogan of this country is Pura Vida. Again, that's Pura Vida, Puravida, which means pure life. And that's what everybody says to each other, Pura Vida, when they see each other. It means pure life. So the country is really raw and gorgeous and just full of life energy. One we're looking to sell this parcel of land. You know, it's a 1/4 acre lot. We can put a big surf lodge on there. We will come in as digital partners. You know, all the consultation that's required with that, and time and energy, which is a very, very long process, and something I've been studying for 5 years, and I'm pretty good at it. And I've now built a team of people that, you know, support in all the different areas, and it's a lot of ongoing content development. So something I look forward to sharing with you guys. The digital part's really fun, I think, and there's a lot of different aspects of it. It comes down to sales and fulfillment, but yeah, you know, we're going to come in as a digital partner on it with the concepts and the ideas and how to lay it all out. There's a lot of consultation in Costa Rica. You know, I've been down here and I've literally been in the fire for 5 years running this other business, and I've learned everything that works and everything that doesn't work, and that's just a lot of the information we bring to the table. And having Marilyn on the team, and also, which is very obviously the most important, is we'll be on site because we live down here full time, and we will be moving to San Juanillo full time when we launch this. So we will be there on site, and you know, managing the construction and documenting it. Daniel, I'm not sure if you're planning on being down here full time as we build this thing out. Hopefully you are. If not, we can be there and help with all the construction management. But Marilyn's dad's really good at building, so he can get a lot of it going. We can do a lot of the infrastructure for, you know, a lot less because we'll have the beautiful teak wood right out of the forests down here. And realistically, I think we're looking at about 50 to 75,000 for the build of the properties. I'm kind of thinking one main house and then 7 to 10 little mini tiki huts around that, you know, around the big property. So that when people come down, everybody can have their own space, their own little room, and that means we can have up to 10 different people or 20 if we put 2 beds in each room. So we can host big groups and actually make $10,000 or $15,000 a week, which is very realistic. I sell those packages all the time with my other company. So I know how I think, or just at least my own recommendations on how we should build it. You know, main house for Daniel, for you, and we'll have a little house on the property, and then just a bunch of cool tiki lodges, maybe a little pool, big ranchita, like hangout zone. But we can get that construction done for relatively cheap down here compared to the United States, and it's a lot easier and really fun and authentic wood, and we can build beautiful organic gardens. So that's all real fun stuff to think about, and we can make it look however we want. Anything, it's just open, but there's a lot of natural resources that are beautiful down here to work with. Again, the one down the street just sold for $320,000, and no marketing plan. She's just sitting there now on this property and is trying to talk to the community about, you know, rentals, but that's just not the way to do it. So the money's there, the value's there. People are searching for it, but she needs to get online, which is what we do. We'll have the whole online presence built before the property's even built, which is amazing. Daniel, you know, I've already sent you all those websites, those really pretty websites. Marilyn's building another one right now, and we can get leads immediately and have bookings before we even have the property built, which is really exciting. So I'm looking forward to that. We can build this kind of stuff down here relatively inexpensively. This property on the bottom is beautiful. You look, it's just a lot of the thatched rooftops. And this is something that I'm a very, very firm believer in, is container homes. I can come to the United States and get a 40-foot container, put on an empty lot somewhere and pay for storage, whatever, and pack the thing full of furniture and a lot of stuff that's real hard to get in Costa Rica. A lot of nice linens, or, you know, everything that we want to bring down here. We can pack this 40-foot container in California, put it on a ship, have it shipped down to Costa Rica, then bring the container to our piece of land here. We'll have it dropped right off, and then we can use that as, one, a property. We can build right off of that and turn it into a container home. You'll see there's one back here to the right on this picture on the bottom. That looks about a 40-foot container, 10 feet wide. You can use those as incredible infrastructures to build, you know, a main house on the property, or you can just use it for storage. But it's really easy to turn these containers into beautiful, beautiful properties and great, great homes. A lot of people are doing it in Costa Rica. It's green, it's real cheap. So that's cool. And then what we can do is just unload everything we need right out of the container and have our surf lodge, almost stocked. Have all the cool artwork, whatever we want to bring down, surfboards from California. So it'll be a really easy way and a really easy and convenient way to get our supplies and materials we need down to the new property and home in Costa Rica. And that's kind of stuff, you just learn over the years. But that's one of the things about Costa Rica, I can just tell you, is things are more expensive here, electronics and things like that, and bed sheets, and simple things that we kind of take for granted in the United States. So what we'll do is go to the United States and stay there for 2 months and pack the container with everything that we can need, couches, furniture, all the cool stuff you can find on Craigslist nowadays for really cheap, and bring it down to Costa Rica. This is one of the biggest benefits that we have with the San Juanillo property, okay, is the Liberia International Airport. You see it there on the left. It's really modern. It's all brand new, real high end. It's not crowded. There's not a bunch of pollution around there. A bunch of homeless people on the streets. You see it on the right. It's beautiful. It's out in the valley, surrounded by just beautiful wildlands in Costa Rica. This airport is new to Guanacaste. It's very uncrowded. It's really high end. It's a little bit more expensive to fly into, so it kind of filters out a lot of people. Up to this point, everybody coming to Costa Rica has flown into San Jose International Airport. And San Jose is not nice. It's not a nice area. It's a really, really big metropolitan city. Just a lot of poverty, and it's not the prettiest city to fly into initially when you come to Costa Rica. So basically in time here, this new airport has been built in Liberia, which is up in northern Guanacaste, and this is only an hour and 20 minutes from San Juanillo. It's the same exact time from San Jose to Jaco Beach. And that's why Jaco Beach got so crowded initially and is so popular, is because it was the closest beach to the airport, San Jose. Now, Liberia Airport has just opened up, and it's the same amount of time to get to San Juanillo. And a lot more people want to come to Guanacaste because they know that Guanacaste is known to be more beautiful in Costa Rica. It has the white sand and the clear water, which is real important. The whole central Pacific coast has black sand, and the water isn't that clear. So Guanacaste is really pretty, the big pretty trees, and the clear warm water, and the white sand. So Liberia has really done a good thing for us here, this airport, because now our guests can fly right into Liberia. We can pick them up there and bring them right back to San Juanillo in about an hour and 20 minutes, be right back in the water and right into our surf zone, and they're happy experiencing surf vacation in Costa Rica. So thinking, long term down the line here, we can grow this thing, just keep running it and growing it. There's a couple variables to talk about. We'll be building the surf lodge and the surf retreat on your piece of property, which will be that 1/4 acre lot. And so basically you'll have all the leverage in the situation because you'll be sitting on the assets, and the house and all the tiki huts and all that kind of stuff. I was initially thinking about we'd be maybe 25% partner on this project because it will be your business and your land and your home. So if you want us to continue to help, for the next 3 years, and maybe after 3 years you could buy us out on it, or we just keep running it together. Second option is we sell the whole business and property maybe after the 5th year. Same split, 75-25 you. But Daniel, we have to talk about, I'm not sure how much operations you want to manage and you want to have a part of. I'm not sure if you want to be more hands-on or hands-off. I believe that you're wanting to move down here full-time, which is what I'm looking forward to. And so operations are a big part of it. There's a lot of different variables that we weigh into this equation here, but as you can see, we have a couple extra strategies. We could step away from it, or we could all step away from it. We could make some good money on the project after you guys get the money back you put into it. I believe that we could sell this business in 5 years for, I mean, basically we're going to be selling a surf lodge, and we're going to be able to show the numbers on it and all the websites and all the digital real estate we have. I think that we could sell this business in about 5 years for probably, I'd say $600,000 to $700,000 with the piece of property and the home, because we'll be able to show the numbers easily. So kind of, what to look forward to there. But I mean, absolutely, when you can show websites and statistics and graphs on the kind of customers and your packages. And what I do differently, what I developed down here, at least I haven't seen it too much, is the all-inclusive packaging. You can, and the higher levels of service, and you can really charge customers a premium, which helps you pay off the investment very, very quickly. So we can go further into that, but this is initially what I wanted to talk to you guys about. Hopefully we can figure something out here, and as soon as we do, I'd like to hop on a plane, come out to California, and introduce myself, and I can actually stay out there for a month or so, and we can work from there. Initially and immediately down here, I'm going to get Marilyn over to San Juanillo full time, and I'm going to have the property cleared right off the bat and get all the preparation work done, which will take about a month and a half, 2 months. And then just go from there. Start building it out, start thinking about the gardens and get the fruit trees in there quickly. Maybe put a bamboo fence up around the property and just start speccing it out, get some good photography of it so we can do creative on it. But I'm willing to shoot back to California for a couple months and work on it from there if need be. So anyways, I look forward to meeting you both face to face, and we will talk soon. Have a great afternoon.